will everyone please stand for our national anthem. And now for tonight's starting lineups, first for Central Methodist. Starting at guard, 6'1" senior from Minsk, Belarus. Number 0, Darina Bakarova. At the other guard, 5'7" sophomore from Marietta, California. Number 1, Zutoria Cook. At the other guard, 5'6" junior from Fort Worth, Texas. Number 3, Jacia Kennedy. At the other guard, 5'9" sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey. Number 23, Nana Massanet. And at 4, 6'3" sophomore from Ewing, New Jersey. Number 34, Leah Johnson. And coach for Central Methodist, Mike Davis. Senior from Kansas City, Missouri, number 2, Jordan Gonzalez. At the guard, 5'7" senior from Shawnee, Kansas, number 10, Rachel Seymour. At the other guard, 5'8" senior from Ashland, Missouri, number 20, Trailshawn Smith. At forward, 6'1" junior from Stillwell, Kansas, number 30, to the forward of 5'11" junior from Clinton, Missouri, number 33, Allison Lynch. Pioneers are coached by John.
Into this ball game 4-2, both teams undefeated in Heart of America Conference play. The Lady Pioneers opened up conference play on Saturday at Peru State with a road victory, so they've got their hands full tonight with the talented CMU squad. Right away they go inside to Liana Massenat, and Massenat right to the rack, got it up and good on the left side. Early 2-0 lead for the Eagles. Jordan Gonzalez brings it across for the Pioneers. They're gonna run some offense. Siebold downhill off the dribble handoff. Kicks it back to Gonzalez. That's off a foot of an Eagle. Should be a kicked ball, no call. Allison French, deep 3 over the glass and out of bounds. Interesting, no call there on the kick ball. Even if it's incidental, it should be a dead ball. But Jacia Kennedy running the point guard duties for the Eagles. Swings it back to Massenat. And Darinya Bakarova, turns it over there, but keep an eye on her. She's a transfer from Hawaii University and averages 19 a ball game. Jordan Gonzalez takes advantage of the turnover and knocks down a triple, gives the Pioneers an early lead. There's Bakarova off the ball screen, which is Zatoria Cook. Cook, number 1 in the black jerseys, another Division I transfer from Georgia Tech. One of 4 CMU Eagles that averages double figures. This is a high score. Sargent to the rim. Lost it. Pass intended for Jordan Gonzalez was stolen away. Here come the Eagles in transition. Massenat to the rim, left-handed layup up and good. Massenat, the sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey, averaging 18 points a ball game and 26 points a game in conference play. Eagles have really not played a close game. Clark kept it to single digits as Rachel Siebold knocks down another triple. So hot shooting from the outside going to be crucial for the Pioneers to keep their lead here early on. It's going to be a difficult task, but if you're going to knock down triples like we have early, can keep pace with this high-scoring offense. And there's Bakarova to the rack, her first bucket of the ball game. All tied at 6, just 2 minutes into the first quarter. The ball pressure again causing some issues way out top for the Pioneers. That ball's deflected out of bounds. And we'll see freshman Aubrey Rogers check into the ballgame for the first time. Rachel Siebold will take a rest. Isolated pick and roll on the right wing, switched by the Eagles. Looking for Rogers top of the key, they get it to her. Sargent's one-on-one in the post with the much bigger Leah Johnson. Nice give and go. Trelshawn Smith to the rim, missed it, and Sargent with a putback opportunity couldn't get it to drop. So unfortunate, 2 good looks at the rim, missed them both. Bakarova, 3-ball back rim. Gonzalez being pressured full court. Here comes a double team, and she gets it to Trelshawn Smith. Smith, French open in the corner, 3 on the way. Just off the mark. Massenat comes down with the rebound in traffic, and the Eagles are looking to run. J.C. Kennedy to the rim. She's fouled by Trelshawn Smith, and she's going to head to the line for 2. First whistle of the ball game either way. First personal on Trelshawn, first team foul. And Allison French is going to take a breather as Vanda Kwamba checks into the ball game. Kwamba, a senior forward. 5'11", transfer. Calls Mozambique home. Happy to have her in Olathe for her senior year. Kennedy's first foul shot off the mark. One for 2. Pushes that score to 7-6 CMU early, and we're going to see that full court press early and often. Zatoria Cook picks the ball up full court. Get it to Kwamba, pressure relief, top of the key. Dribble handoff action, blown up. Trelshawn Smith tried to go backdoor. She was being denied on the wing by Cook, and wisely tried to go backdoor, but unable to connect with Kwamba, deflected out of bounds. Sargent, quick inbound. Duck in for Kwamba, not there, and there's a turnover. Sargent and Gonzalez just not on the same page. Again, that high ball pressure forcing a backdoor cut. Miscommunication by the Pioneers. Dribble weave action. There's a backdoor cut from Cook. Her layup up on the left side, off the mark. Sargent comes down with the rebound. And Coach Lewis wants to talk things over.
30-second timeout.
Not a bad start for the Pioneers against the number 4 ranked team in the country. It's a 7-6 lead for the Eagles here early on. And this is certainly the most talented team that the Pioneers are going to play this season. And really probably that anyone in the NAI is going to play this season on the women's side of things, with a 6'1", sharpshooting, do everything forward, and Darnia Bakarova. Again, she's from Belarus, but transferred by way of University of Hawaii. And point guard Zatoria Cook, a Georgia Tech transfer. J.C. Kennedy with a standout junior college career. You know, Massenat, a high scorer, again, averaging 26 in conference play, and then a 6'3" capable scorer inside, and Leah Johnson, who averages 15 points a game. So quite a formidable opponent. Again, that's a 6-0 group, ranked 4th in the country right now, and that might not be high enough. And Pioneers find themselves in a battle early. 1-point ball game, 6:30 to go first quarter. Ball pressure again. Cook got a piece of that from Trelshawn Smith. She was able to keep possession. And finally stolen away by Zatoria Cook. She goes all the way to the rack and got it to go in the foul. Cook will head to the line for one more. They're going to get Ariel Sargent with the personal. It's what the Eagles do so well. They're so dangerous in transition, turning turnovers into fast break points the other way. Rachel Siebold checks back in for the Pioneers. Going to give Trelshawn Smith a blow. And you're going to have to rotate those guards often, the Pioneers are, when they're handling that full court ball pressure the entire night. Now Gonzalez going to be tasked with the ball handling duties. Notable absence, again, Pioneers leading scorer Lydia Austinson, averaging 20 points a game. As Gonzalez knocks down the tough left-handed layup, makes it a one-point ball game again. Austinson was averaging 20 points a game in the first 3 games the Pioneers season. Pioneers were 3-0 in those contests, and her injury has kept her out, and she is sorely missed. 3 ball off the mark, too strong by Massenat, and that's going to be a loose ball foul. They're going to get Bakarova fighting for the offensive board.
That's her first team foul.
Darinya Bakarova, first personal, and that's the first team foul on the Eagles. Kwamba, top of the key, dribble handoff action, twists it into a ball screen. Was looking to find Kwamba, rolling into the post there. Eagles come away with the steal. Kennedy back to Massenat, and she's going to be fouled on the baseline drive. I thought she may have stepped on the end line, but they're going to say a blocking foul on Gonzalez first.
That's her first third team foul.
Allison French back into the ballgame for the Pioneers, and Natalia Spiegel into the ballgame. Senior, 21 in the black jersey, from Mount San Antonio Junior College in California. Leah Johnson with the offensive rebound. Forces a personal foul on Kwamba, her first. 4th team foul now on the Pioneers. So Eagles in the bonus the rest of the first quarter. 5:22 to go. Massenat heads to the line. She buries the first. No 1-and-1 in the women's college game, so 5 personal fouls in a quarter. It resets each quarter, and on the 5th foul and each foul following, it's 2 shots. So Eagles in the bonus early, look to take advantage. 11-8 lead. Allison French helping the guards out, brings it across midcourt, gives some pressure relief. Gonzalez looking to go backdoor, bang knees with an eagle, and another turnover out top. Pretty up and under move with the shot fake by Cook. Got her own miss, missed it again, and finally Allison French comes down with the rebound. Pioneers look to push. They've got numbers. Gonzalez to Kwamba. Right back to Gonzalez, open for 3. She can hit that. Buries it. Jordan Gonzalez ties us at 11. She's got 8 of the Pioneers' 11. Welcome sight for senior guard out of Bishop Miege High School, who's had a great career in Pioneer uniform. She missed a couple games early with an ankle injury, and great to have her back in the starting lineup as Leah Johnson gets an easy deuce on the drive and dish. Pushes the Eagles back to a 2-point lead. Rachel Siebold attacks. Kicks it back out, gonna run some offense. Gonzalez just hit one from that right slot, turns it down this time. They go inside to Vanda Kwamba, one-on-one with Johnson. Left-handed layup up and in. Strong take from Vanda Kwamba. Her first basket of the ball game. We're tied at 13. Bakarova thought about a deep 3, turned it down. Eagles run that 4-out, 1-in drive and kick offense, and that time it was Spiegel drove baseline, turned it over. Pioneers look to take their first lead since an early 3-2. Vanda in the post, face up, baseline drive cut off by Johnson, and she spins back and gets the and 1 to go. Vanda Kwamba with 4 straight gives the Pioneers a 15-13 lead and headed to the line for one more as Leah Johnson's whistled for the foul. What a finish. Love the face up and drive baseline, but then the ability to keep her pivot foot down, spin back to that left hand and get it to go, plus the foul. Big basket. Doesn't get the bonus free throw to drop, but freshman Aubrey Rogers just about stole an extra possession for the Pioneers and eventually tipped out of bounds, and CMU takes over. Kwamba with the well-earned rest. Ariel Sargent and Allison French will man the front court duties. Kennedy brings it across. Comes that dribble drive, dribble weave offense before one player just decides, my turn, I'm going to head to the rim, and this time it's Bakarova to the rim. Looking to drop it off inside to Robin Beck. Beck just saved it from going out of bounds on the baseline, and here comes Kennedy. Back to Bakarova. Good defensive possession from the Pioneers. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy doesn't see it, gets it to Beck. Beck has to fire one up and buries it. Tough shot from Robin Beck as the shot clock expired. Pioneers played excellent defense for 30 seconds and are not rewarded with a stop as Beck ties us at 15. Beck, a senior from Dallas, Texas, transfer from New Mexico Junior College, and her first field goal attempt as she connected. Kennedy back to Beck. She's going to think about a three, turned it down. Now step back three on the way. Left is short. Little heat check. After one, thought she was hot. Decided to give it an extra try. Don't know that Coach Davis loved that field goal attempt. Although you play for such a high-scoring offense, you got a long leash. As Rachel Siebold to the rim, scores it right hand on the left side. Pretty scoop finish. Pioneers lead by 2. Siebold comes down with the rebound. Going to bring it across herself. Goes high post to Sargent, excuse me. Rogers, shot fake, into the paint. Her layup's up, and she's fouled by Spiegel. And Aubrey Rogers will head to the line for 2.
Fouls at number 21, Natalia Spiegel. That's her first, third team foul.
Spiegel's first, third team foul on the Eagles. Nothing but net on the first attempt. If Rogers is able to knock down the second, she's got a sub waiting for her. At the scores table, it'll be Jordan Gonzalez. Kwamba also waiting. And she goes 2 for 2, lets the subs check in. Kennedy going to get things set for the Eagles. Find themselves trailing by 4, probably an unfamiliar position for this group, being behind in any game. Cook off the drive and kick. She gets all the way to the rack and finishes. Quick first step from Zatoria Cook. Got middle, got the floater to drop. Pioneers have made a great adjustment, and they are not allowing whoever Cook is guarding to bring the ball up the floor, and I wouldn't either. She is a pest defensively. Kwamba right back to the rim. This time went with the right hand, couldn't get it to drop. Comes down with the offensive rebound and gets it to go on the left side. Kwamba now with all 6 points coming by way of that left-handed scoop. Pushes the Pioneers lead to 4. Bakarova, deep 3. Knew she missed it, chased her own rebound, got it and put it up and in. 21-19 lead for the Pioneers. Comes a high ball screen. Trelshawn Smith uses it, hits Kwamba on the roll, and she has her shot blocked from behind by Bakarova. Eagles in transition. Massenat to the rim, took the contact, no whistle, and last touch. Doesn't matter who touched it last, they're gonna get a foul on the floor on Rachel Siebold, and Eagles in the bonus, so Bakarova will head to the line. So shot clock is off. Bakarova can tie it with these foul shots, but Pioneers will have the opportunity to take the last shot of the ball game if they can handle the full court pressure the Eagles put on so well. And Bakarova short on the first. Goes 1 for 2. So shot clock is off. Coach Lewis giving instructions to his senior guards, Smith and Gonzalez, to take the last shot, but Eagles trying to force a turnover and do trap the ball all the way out near midcourt, and Leah Johnson comes away with the steal. So CMU now will get the opportunity to take the last shot of the quarter. High ball screen from Massenat. She gets to the right side. Little in and out dribble, floater off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Johnson, off the mark. So at the end of one fast-paced first quarter, Pioneers take a 21-20 lead into the first quarter break over number 4 ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Thanks for being with us on MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. We'll be back in 1 minute. It'll be Pioneer basketball to begin quarter number 2. Officials handed it to Jordan Gonzalez before all 10 players were on the floor. They said, let's go. We're going to get second quarter started. And Trellshawn Smith going to get the second quarter started with a 3 from the left corner off the mark. And here comes an easy deuce for Zatoria Cook the other way. It's that fast break offense the Eagles do so well, score in transition, and Cook got ahead of the pack. Bakarova got her hand on it, and eventually Leah Johnson going to be whistled for the foul, I believe. Yep, they are going to get Johnson her second.
That's her second, first team foul.
Trellshawn Smith, high ball screen. Doubled at the top of the key by Johnson. Able to get it to Gonzalez, and a backdoor cut from Allison French. Good find by Gonzalez. Her shot was blocked by Massenat. But a good look, trying to punish that pressure with the hard show, almost a trap on the ball screen. That means you're playing 4-on-5 behind it. And Pioneers took advantage, just couldn't get the layup attempt to drop. Offensive rebound, resets to 20. Siebold inside to Kwamba, give and go action, and Siebold get ahead of the line. Good offensive possession from the Pioneers. A good look early, an offensive rebound leads to a second chance opportunity, and then a little give and go on the post feed. Gets Rachel Siebold a trip to the free throw line. Siebold ties us at 22, and a chance to give the Pioneers a lead once again, and does. Kennedy, Bakarova, now Johnson, all the way out at the three-point line. Not sure if her range extends that far. She's great in the post, and they do go to her in the post, but Kwamba stole it away. Read that post entry pass all the way and fought around the top side and came away with the steal. Now looking to turn it into points, drive and kick action. French 3 in the corner, too strong. Offensive rebound by Gonzalez, and she was just falling out of bounds on the baseline. Tried to save it, but couldn't find a white jersey. Pioneers got back in transition that time. Got to make CMU play half-court offense, although they're capable there as well. So dangerous in transition. Three ball off the mark, doesn't draw iron. And Aubrey Rogers back in for the Pioneers, the freshman from Olathe East, one of several local products for the Pioneers freshman class. Trelshawn in transition, hesitates, stops and pops, hits the pull-up jumper. Trelshawn operates so well in that mid-range area, gets to the elbow, really comfortable hitting that pull-up jumper. Ball screen from Leah Johnson. Massenat to the rim, left side blocked by Rogers. And the official on the opposite side of the court got her for a push. Aubrey Rogers with an athletic play, guarding a great player in Massenat, and I thought she got it from up here. It looked like a clean block, but officials didn't ask my opinion. Leanna Massenat too strong on the first one, and you can hear Ryan Robinson in the corner whooping away as he does on every opponent free throw in the Cook Center. MNU super fan, shout out to the Birdman, causes a lot of missed free throws for the Pioneers in his day and causes 2 misses there. We'll give Ryan credit for those. Trelshawn Smith comes down with it, lost her dribble. Pioneers got to get it across half court, and they do just before 10 seconds expired. High ball screen, Kwamba rolls to the rim, and she's gonna head to the line for 2. Second or third time we've seen that here in the first half. Kwamba setting that spread pick and roll in the slot and rolling hard. And CMU is gonna trap that screen. They're gonna put 2 defenders on the guard handling the basketball, which means Kwamba is open for a moment. And they got it to her quickly as CMU was coming over and help side to rotate defensively, and just a step late. Kwamba earns the trip to the line, but can't capitalize on the first attempt. Oh for 2. And Cook comes down with the rebound. Rogers isolated on that left wing. Now they go top of the key. Zatoria Cook to the rack. She was fouled and late whistle, but they got it. Zatoria Cook came off that pin down screen, caught it top of the key, and got all the way to the rim. That nasty quick first step. French whistled for the personal. Just her first.
Substitution for Central Methodist, number 24, Robin Beck. Victoria Cook at the line, shooting 2.
Cook knocks down the first free throw attempt. I want to point out the YouTube live chat feature helps a solo broadcaster throw in the live chat who you are, where you're at in the world, who you're rooting for. If it's your alma mater or you got a player you're here tuning in for, we'll give you a little shout out on the broadcast. Helps to interact. You're up here solo in the booth, so use that live chat feature. Trelshawn Smith spun around, got to that right-handed jump hook off the mark. Eagles looking to tie things up, and Massenat back to the free throw line. The Eagles are living at the foul line right now.
Fouls on number 30, Ariel Sargent. That's her second, third team foul. Nana Massenat at the line, shooting 2.
Kawamba back in for the Pioneers, and we're all tied up at 25. Full court pressure, now just a bit of a token press this time as Cook lets Trelshawn Smith cross half court and then takes it away. Just pick the pocket to the rim, fouled, gonna go back to the line for 2. As Trelshawn just relaxed as Cook allowed her to bring it across midcourt with little ball pressure, and then as soon as she noticed the relaxed Trelshawn Smith raise up out of her athletic stance, just pounced and took away the ball and headed back to the free throw line. Turning turnovers into points. Such a crucial part of the high-octane CMU offense. Zatoria Cook now with 8 gives the Eagles a lead. CMU leads by 2. Allison French and Kwamba, the forwards, and just about stolen away by Kennedy. Man, there's wave after wave of guards that can just really apply ball pressure and play the passing lanes. Now Kwamba, mismatch inside, flop in. That's a brutally bad call by the baseline official as J.C. Kennedy, who stands at 5'6", had to guard big Vonda Kwamba inside, and she knew before Kwamba ever put the ball on the floor that she was going to go down and try to trick the official into calling a charge, and she did just that. As Kwamba didn't even go toward the rim, she was going around toward the left block, and the official just anticipated and called it the moment Kennedy went down. So, hey, heads up play by the defender if you can trick the official. Blown calls happen. Move on. Bakarova to the rim. Off the mark. Got her own rebound and through traffic. Got the putback to go. Coach Lewis and that baseline official having an extended conversation about that offensive foul call. Eagles pick up a personal, applying that full court pressure, and Pioneers now have to inbound against the set press. They do get it in, and it was big freshman Mackenzie Manthe handling, and she has the ball top of the key now, her first action tonight. Siebold off of her screen, Manthe to the rim, and she's going to get it to go in one. So Mackenzie Manthe, another one of those local freshmen from Lansing, Kansas, out of Lansing High School, checks into the ballgame, and her first touch results in an and one. It's that same two-man action that Kwamba was having success with early. It was the spread ball screen from Kwamba. This time it was a dribble handoff, but it's the same principle, trying to get 2 defenders on the ball and roll hard to the rim, and Manthe did that. Does not connect on the bonus free throw. Here come the Eagles in transition. Pretty take from Massenat. Spin move off the glass, but just couldn't get it to drop. Couple of offensive rebounds by the Eagles. Massenat takes a 3, too strong. And Bakarova again crashing for an offensive rebound, and she's going to be whistled for a over-the-back foul. She's got 2 of those now. Loose ball fouls headed for rebounds. And both teams in the bonus now, so just under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Both teams will be shooting on every whistle the rest of the way, rest of the half anyway. French goes 1 for 2 at the line, and Pioneers have found themselves at the free throw line a number of times and come up empty, and that can come back to haunt you when you're playing a top 5 team in the country. Kennedy into the paint, spin move, got the layup to drop. J.C. Kennedy, tough basket. Eagles lead by 3, and now they force another turnover. Kennedy again with the layup, this time no good. Rebound by Manthe, and she's going to be fouled by J.C. Kennedy. So live by the sword, die by the sword. The Eagles apply that full court press constantly, and they force a lot of turnovers, and they're the beneficiary of a lot of easy baskets, but committing a lot of personal fouls, and now Pioneers are shooting a lot of free throws. So again, the turnovers and the easy baskets one way, but the risk, you've got a couple of starting guards now in foul trouble, and the Pioneers a chance to cut into this lead with the clock off. Although free throw shooting has plagued Lady Pioneers early. And on cue, Manthe unable to connect. Madison Haney into the ballgame now for the Pioneers, number 4 in the white jerseys. Transfer from Cloud County, although she was a Pioneer last year. Bakarova one-on-one with Siebold, swings it to Beck. Beck keeps it moving, and Massenat finds herself open on the block and just missed a wide-open layup. And jump ball for the Pioneers. Massenat can't believe it. She was all alone on the left block and just threw it too hard off the glass. Jump ball possession arrow favored the Eagles, so they'll stay there on the baseline. Cook to inbound it. Looking inside for Johnson, got it to her. Leah Johnson through traffic. Gonna go to the line for 2. They're gonna get Haney for the personal.
That's her first. Leah Johnson at the line, shooting 2.
And Leah Johnson's first up and good. Talia Carter into the ballgame for the Eagles as well. Her first action, number 2 in the black jerseys, a freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Manthe the rebound, and she's going to bring it across herself. Showing some ball handling ability for the big freshman, and Siebold rip and go to the right side is going to pick up a personal foul on Carter, and Rachel will head to the line for 2. After a fast-paced first quarter, it has been a foul fest here in quarter number 2. 1 minute of game time the last minute of game time has been about 15 minutes real time because it has been a whistle on each end. And Siebold ends the Pioneers' drought at the free throw line, and she goes 2 for 2, and Rachel Siebold now with 9 points here in the first half. Been an offensive spark. Johnson one-on-one in the post with Manthe. Right to the rim, missed it. Good defense inside by the freshman. And her freshman running mate Rogers comes down with the rebound. Manthe top of the key. Here comes that 2-man action. Dribble handoff with Rogers. Aubrey Rogers lost it inside. And here comes Cook. She's a jet. Looking for Bakarova ahead of the pack. She was out of bounds. Missed it, but Madison Haney came away with the errant pass. Pioneers chance to tie. Good hands again from Cook. Tips that ball out of bounds. Allows Allison French to check back into the game. Siebold now top of the key, Manthe. Comes that isolated side, pick and roll action. Jordan Gonzalez to the rim. That's a block. They got it right this time. JC Kennedy finds herself on the, that was Cook. On the floor with the blocking foul, her third. So she's going to exit the ballgame. That's big news. Pioneers got to take advantage of this final 4 minutes of the first half while Zatoria Cook heads to the bench with 3 fouls. Hopefully our guards can handle the ball pressure near midcourt now, as it's been Cook that's applied the pressure most often. She's got a number of steals up top that have turned into points. The Pioneers tie it up at 32. Jordan Gonzalez now in double figures with 10, leads all scorers. Aubrey Graham handles now, drives baseline, gets it into Johnson, kicks it out, open Bakarova. 3-second violation. Leah Johnson parked in the lane for a little bit too long. And not a single Pioneer came back to handle the ball. Siebold had to run in from midcourt. Guarded up top by Graham. Jordan Gonzalez right side. Enters the post. Here comes that isolated pick and roll on the wing. Siebold turns it down, drives baseline. Spin move, and she's going to go back to the line for 2. Nice take from Rachel Siebold. You see that isolated pick and roll on the wing. There's no help on the baseline side if you can refuse the screen, and that's exactly what Siebold did. Drove baseline and was cut off eventually by Graham, but all the way into the paint where Siebold could get back to her strong hand and earns a trip to the free throw line. splits 1 for 2. And Siebold joins Gonzalez in double figures. They each have 10. She's going to take a quick blow as Haney checks back in. Spiegel handles up top, swings it to Beck. Here comes an isolated drive on the baseline for Massenat. She's cut off by Haney. Good defense by Madison Haney, guarding an all-conference player. And now Haney ahead of the pack in transition, and she's fouled from behind by Leah Johnson. Good sequence there from Madison Haney. Turns a great defensive play into transition offense, which is what we've said over and over about the Eagles. Pioneers returning the favor. And Haney will head to the line for 2. Now that's 3 personals on Leah Johnson. So the Eagles with 2 key starters on the bench with 3. They've got plenty of depth. They can run several bench players into the ballgame and not lose too much, but their starting group's so good. Pioneers taking advantage of foul trouble here in the first half. Haney knocks down the second, and Pioneers lead 34-32. Spiegel handles up top, and miscommunication, went dribble handoff with Massenat, almost turned it over. Bakarova was looking for Graham on a backdoor cut, not on the same page. Graham popped out to the three-point line, and Bakarova threw it to the baseline as if Graham was headed there for a layup, and Coach Davis wants to talk things over. 30-second timeout CMU as the Pioneers lead number 4 Central Methodist Eagles 34-32. We'll take a 30-second timeout at MNUsports.com. Full court press still on for the Eagles coming out of the timeout. 3 minutes to go first half. Manthe handles up top. Dribble handoff to Haney. She turns the corner all the way to the rim. Layup too strong on the right side. CMU not pushing in transition this time. They're going to run a set play coming out of the timeout. Here comes a high ball screen from Beck. Graham uses it. Hands it off to Massenat. She drives into the paint. Left-handed layup off the glass and good. Ties us at 34. Gonzalez refuses the ball screen into the paint. Kicks it to an open Aubrey Rogers. 3-ball corner pocket just too strong. Offensive rebound by Gonzalez, and she's fouled by Graham, and Jordan Gonzalez going to head to the line for a couple of free throws as she's already in double figures and several offensive rebounds, which you don't see a lot from your point guard. And Gonzalez, kind of a combo guard, can play the point and handle it and play off the ball, but just stands at 5'6", coming away with some crucial offensive rebounds here in the first half. Connects on the first. And Jordan goes 2 for 2. Leads all scorers with 12. Pioneers lead is 2. Again, these final 4 minutes of the first half, so important. Zatoria Cook and Leah Johnson on the bench for the Eagles and some serious foul trouble. High post entry. Beck with a step back jumper. She's made one of those at the end of the shot clock. Couldn't connect that time. And the Eagles are going to throw it away. Another turnover. Gonzalez sets things up, gets it to Manthe. Isolated side. Here comes that two-man game. Rogers into the paint off the handoff. Drops it off to Gonzalez, and it's stolen away. Good recovery by Audrey Graham. Saved the layup. Gonzalez was open for a moment, and Graham pokes it out of bounds. Be Mid-America basketball, baseline underneath. Jordan Gonzalez to inbound. Pioneers go with a 4 across set. And Siebold slips the screen. Got it right back to the inbounder, Gonzalez. She gets into the paint. Going to reset. All the way to the rim. Right-handed layup up and good. Gonzalez now with 14. Siebold and Gonzalez have been the offense for the Pioneers, who lead the number 4 ranked team in the country by 4 late in the second quarter. Graham, drive and kick. 3 on the way from Massenat off the back rim. Rebound by Bakarova, and she's going to, should have gotten an assist. I spoke too soon. Spiegel blew the layup, and Bakarova's going to take a 3 off the mark. Tried to get her own rebound. She's done that a few times tonight, but Pioneers have numbers. There are 2 Eagles on the floor in the backcourt, and Siebold takes advantage. All the way to the rim, right-handed layup up and good. The Pioneer bench is loving it. Pioneer student section getting excited now as it's a 6-point lead late in the first half. Spiegel going to cut into that. Natalia Spiegel with the and 1 took the contact and finished on the right side. They're going to get Jordan Gonzalez for her second personal. And Madison Haney sprints back into the ballgame, gives Allison French a breather. See if Coach Lewis wants to go 2 for 1 here with 48 on the game clock, or if they're going to just slow things down and try to get 1 great shot instead of 2 okay shots. Always an interesting coaching philosophy. They are going to go quick. Siebold to the rim, lost it, got it back, and then had to just throw it away before falling out of bounds on the baseline. And now CMU can slow it all the way down. Just a 2-second difference between shot and game clock. So for all intents and purposes, can take the final shot of the half. Down by 3, they'll do just that. Massenat holds all the way out at the timeline, guarded there by Madison Haney. And they're going to get it out of her hands. Rogers sprints to double. She keeps it, swings to Graham. Graham's 3 on the way, no good. Great possession defensively by the Pioneers. Siebold with a nice box out. Pioneers have 3 seconds. Gonzalez shot it near half court. Out of bounds, that's going to do it for the first half. Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers take a 40-37 lead over the number 4 ranked CMU Eagles into the half. Big first halves from Jordan Gonzalez and Rachel Siebold. We'll be back at a 15-minute break for the halftime intermission. We'll give you some stats from the first half and bring you the second half of action here in the Cook Center. Thanks for being with us. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. And second half of action set to get started here in the Cook Center as the Pioneers take a 3-point lead into the break over number 4 ranked CMU Eagles. And first possession of the second half will be Pioneer basketball. And Trellshawn Smith right to the rim on the right side. Missed it, and there's Jordan Gonzalez again fighting for an offensive rebound. Saves the possession. It bats around, changes hands multiple times, and stop me if you've heard this before, Jordan Gonzalez came away with it. Leah Johnson blocks Smith's shot on the baseline, and CMU finally takes possession. Massenat to the rim, left-handed layup up and good. Pioneers had success defending CMU in the half court, but when they get those easy baskets in transition, they are lethal. Massenat now with 12, leads Central Methodist in scoring. Ariel Sargent, 3-ball top of the key, too strong. And Allison French got a hand on it, but fell into the arms of Jacia Kennedy, and the Eagles are off and running. Bakarova to the rim, left-handed layup, no good, and it's going to be Pioneer basketball. Good defense by Rachel Siebold. I thought she might have got a piece of it. No touch, says the baseline official, and Mid-America basketball. Full court press. We'll see it all night long from CMU. And Zatoria Cook just hounding the ball full court. She's got a few steals and layups, but Smith handles this time. Twist action. Here comes that dribble handoff. Drive and kick from Gonzalez. Siebold tried to get it to Allison French inside. It was stolen away. Eagles off in transition again, and wild layup by Kennedy, no good. Now Pioneers are off and running. They've got numbers. 4-on-3 break. Smith lost it. It was her own teammate that forced the turnover. That's just unfortunate. Massenat takes advantage, gets the easy deuce. Ariel Sargent was trailing the play and just ran into Trellshawn Smith, caused the turnover. Eagles take a 41-40 lead. Now Smith thought about a pull-up jumper, instead dropped it off to a wide open Ariel Sargent, who just missed the left-handed layup. It can't get a better look than that, and before you can blink, the Eagles are laying it in on the other end. So quick in transition, and Massenat now with 16, the beneficiary of several fast break layups to start things off in the third quarter. And in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, a 3-point lead turns into a 3-point deficit. And we'll take a 30-second timeout at MNUsports.com. Rachel Siebold into the ball game, goes all the way to the rim, blocked by Johnson. Leah Johnson, who had to sit the final few minutes of the first half with 3 fouls, still playing aggressive inside, blocks that shot out of bounds. Pioneers inbound underneath. They got a switch. Vonda Kwamba with a big height advantage on Zatoria Cook inside. Doesn't take advantage. They kick it out to Gonzalez. Her 3 off the mark, but an offensive rebound by French. Stealing extra possessions of the Pioneers on the offensive glass, and Kwamba had a nice look inside, couldn't get it to go. She's made every shot left-handed, and I don't think she's made one right-handed. Just shoot it with your good hand, Coach Lamar would say. His name's on the floor for a reason.
Jump ball possession, Central Methodist.
Bakarova will inbound baseline underneath for the Eagles. She gets it into Cook. Back to Bakarova, top of the key. And Bakarova, a sharpshooter from the three-point line, has struggled to find the range tonight. She's got all her baskets in the paint. Kennedy, little jab step, pull up 3 off the mark. French corrals it. And Gonzalez breaks the full court pressure. Gets it to Kwamba, top of the key. Kwamba drives, lost it. Here come the Eagles in transition. Cook ahead of the pack. Nice passing in transition. 4 Eagles touched it. I don't think the ball ever hit the ground. Coaches love to see that on the fast break. The ball moves faster when it's thrown ahead than when it's dribbled ahead. And that was a 4-on-1 fast break for Central Methodist. They took advantage. And Vonda Kwamba going to head back to the free throw line. This time she got to that left hand and was rewarded. And they called that foul on Jacia Kennedy, the point guard for CMU, and that's her 4th personal. I think Coach Mike Davis from Central Methodist subbed out his big Leah Johnson thinking that foul was on her. It would have been her 4th as well, but instead they got Kennedy for her 4th, and the point guard's going to remain in the ball game now. And now Coach Davis realizes he's going to switch it right back out. So Leah Johnson is going to head back in after this foul shot. And surely it will be Kennedy that exits with 4 personals. Some foul trouble across the board for CMU as Cook has 3, Johnson has 3, and now Kennedy with 4. A product of playing full court press the whole game. Kennedy ahead of the pack. Cook kicks it out to Massenot. Thought about a layup, decided to go drive and kick instead. Beck now back to Massenot. Left-handed drive, baseline blocked away. Cook comes away with the offensive rebound after a block shot by Kwamba. And it is a battle on the offensive glass right now. Zatoria Cook comes down with another offensive rebound, and both teams attacking the offensive boards. And Zatoria Cook, the Georgia Tech transfer, showing off the quickness. Quick first step all the way to the rim. She's in double figures with 11, and Central Methodist now with a 7-point lead. Siebold looking to answer, and she's going to head to the line for 2. Fouled by Liana Massenot.
That's her first second team foul. Back in for Central Methodist, Leah Johnson. Rachel Siebold at the line, shooting 2.
Siebold knocks down the first free throw attempt. And Rachel Siebold goes 2 for 2. Darnia Bakarova uses a high ball screen. She gets downhill to her left hand, cut off by Gonzalez. Zatoria Cook now uses that screen from Beck. CMU enters the post, and Kwamba pokes it away from behind. Pioneers have numbers if they hurry. Gonzalez ahead of the pack. Ariel Sargent with the layup good on the left side, and Pioneers have cut it to 3. Taking a page out of the CMU Eagle playbook, turning defense into offense, turnover into a transition bucket. And Leah Johnson, another offensive rebound, and she's going to head to the free throw line. I think they're going to get Sargent for the personal. What do I know? Fouls on Vonda Kwamba, her third team foul on the Pioneers. And we're going to see freshman Mackenzie Manthe head back into the game, who had a couple of nice moments in the first half, checked in and immediately got an and one. Couple offensive rebounds. Johnson knocks down the foul shot, and here comes Manthe in for Kwamba. And full timeout from CMU, so a hot start in the third quarter for the number 4 ranked Eagles, and they find themselves with a 5-point lead here with 4:51 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a full timeout at MNUsports.com and MNU Sports on YouTube. Siebold will inbound after the timeout, and full court press still on for CMU. We've only seen him run and jump and trap the ball full court once or twice. It's mostly just full court man-to-man and high ball pressure from those guards. Sargent was looking for the freshman Manthe inside. Couldn't get it to her cleanly. Leah Johnson comes away with the steal. And Cook going to run some offense for the Eagles. Clears out of side, looking to enter the post. Now she's going to use a ball screen from Johnson. Downhill, floater off the glass, too strong. Sargent comes away with the rebound, and Pioneers have an advantage if they'll run. Siebold had it poked away from behind. Massenat got a hand on it, and 2-on-1 break. Perfectly executed. Bakarova gets the assist. Zatoria Cook, the beneficiary in the layup. That's how you run a 2-on-1 break. Pass it back and forth, make that one defender commit. Ball never has to hit the floor. Well done by CMU. Gonzalez, 3-ball, right wing, buries it. Jordan Gonzalez now with 17 and cuts into that Eagle lead. 51-47 your score. Massenat, who's had a strong drive to the left every time tonight, again drives down that left slot. Misses the layup opportunity on the left side, and another offensive rebound by the Eagles. Cook to Massenat, missed the layup again, and this time Siebold comes flying in to try to gang rebound there. Is Central Methodist all over the glass on the offensive end. Siebold whistled for the foul, or excuse me, draws the foul. Massenat whistled for the foul. 3 personals now on the Eagles. Just 1 on the Pioneers here in the third quarter. It's a nice change from that second quarter where both teams were in the bonus just a couple of minutes into the quarter. It was a foul fest and had been a much cleaner played third quarter. Sargent operates top of the key, looking to dribble handoff with Gonzalez. Here comes that isolated ball screen. Jordan refused it, cut off by Bakarova, and throws it away, looking for French in the post. French had some daylight, but unable to connect. Massenat guarded by Smith. Now Bakarova swings it all the way to the corner to Johnson. She's going to set a little pin down and post up. Here it comes. Johnson sets the screen. It was a moving screen, and she's going to head to the bench with her 4th personal foul, I'd have to imagine.
Offensive foul number 34, Leah Johnson. That's her 4th.
And there it is. Natalia Spiegel checks into the game for Johnson. So starting point guard and starting center now on the bench with 4 personal fouls. Freshman Rogers handles in the backcourt. And risky pass. French saved it from going out of bounds. Allison French dribble handoff action with Trelshawn Smith. Smith into the paint. Right-handed layup, up and good. Difficult finish. Trelshawn turned her back to the rim and just about threw it over her head. What a tough basket by Trelshawn Smith. Eagles just about turned it over. Bakarova saved it. Cook had it stolen away. Trelshawn Smith comes away with it. Pioneers have numbers. 4-on-2 break. Smith wide open. Rogers in the corner. Her three's on the way. Left it short. Beck came down with the rebound, and CMU hanging on to a 2-point lead. Bakarova isolated on the right wing. Drives baseline. Cut off by Rogers. Good defense. Double team came. Got it out of Bakarova's hands, and Beck throws up a 3, knocks it down. Robin Beck, the 6'2 senior from New Mexico Junior College, has hit 2 difficult shots here. All 5 of her points have come by way of tough contested jumper. It's going to be an offensive foul on Trelshawn Smith. Just lowered that shoulder, went right through Cook. Trelshawn picks up her 3rd. And Rachel Siebold will check in, give Gonzalez a quick breather. Cook, double drag ball screen, top of the key. Uses it, gets all the way downhill, and an easy left-handed layup. Just blown ball screen coverage that time as Pioneers want to ice those ball screens, keep it on one side of the floor, and that time Cook was able to use both, turn the corner and get downhill for the easy left-handed layup. Siebold, crossover to the rim, right-handed layup, up and good. Pretty move from Rachel Siebold. She's now got 16, and the Pioneers trail by 5. Siebold now with her career high. Couldn't have picked a better time to do it. Career high was 12 coming into tonight, and she's got 16, and we're just in the third quarter. She handles now top of the key, directing traffic. Two-man game with Sargent. Turns the corner to the rim, make it 18. Rachel Siebold continuing her career night. Makes it just a three-point ball game here against a top 5 team in the country. The 6-0 CMU Eagles find themselves in a dogfight here in the Cook Center. Bakarova answers the bell all the way to the bucket. Got the basket to go and the foul. She'll head to the line for one more. The senior from Belarus, now in double figures with 11, chance to make it 12. And Bakarova knocks down the free throw. 6-point lead. Pioneers chance to take the last shot of the quarter. Shot clock is off. And it will be Pioneer basketball coming out of the break. Haney, drive and kick, got it to Siebold, just about turned it over. Pioneers fortunate. Trelshon wide open in the corner. Jordan Gonzalez knocks it down. Cuts into that lead. It's a three-point ball game. Cook's going to have to heave one up from midcourt. Doesn't draw iron. So at the end of the third quarter, number 4 ranked CMU Eagles 59, your Pioneers 56. We'll be back in 1 minute. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Fourth quarter of action gets started here in the Cook Center. Trelshon Smith draws a quick personal foul on Zatoria Cook. That may be the quickest I've ever seen a personal foul whistled into a quarter. 2 seconds into the fourth quarter, we got a whistle on the Eagles. Fourth personal on Cook. So now 3 key starters for the Eagles with 4 personals. And we're going to take a few seconds off the shot clock. It was reset to 30 and should not have been. Let's try it for a third time. Get the possession started in the fourth quarter. Smith picks her dribble up. A cutting Gonzalez bails her out. Jordan now finds a cutting Rachel Siebold, and her right-handed layup off the mark. Beck came away with the board. Eagles off and running. Bakarova, 3 on the way, chasing it. She knew she missed it. And Gonzalez came down with the rebound in traffic. Splits a double team and ahead of the pack. Pioneers have numbers. Drops it off for Siebold. Rachel Siebold's got 20 off the beautiful assist from Gonzalez. She came away with the rebound in traffic and went coast to coast and just dropped one off for Rachel Siebold, who's continuing her career night. Gonzalez and Siebold each with 20. And Trelshawn Smith takes a wild floater on the baseline, trying to get the Pioneers the lead. Pioneers still trail by 1, make it 3. Spoke too soon. Massenat missed the layup on the left side. It's still a 1-point ball game, and Siebold going to bring it across herself. Top of the key, Ariel Sargent going to get it and take a dribble handoff from Trelshawn Smith, except Trelshawn decided to refuse the screen, and that's going to be the 5th foul on Kennedy. Jacia Kennedy will exit the ball game with 5 personal fouls.
Substitution for Central Methodist, number 1, Victoria Cook. Checking over the Pioneers, Kwamba.
Kwamba now has it high post, goes right to the rim on the left side. She's fouled by Robin Beck. Vonda Kwamba all night has been so effective when she's going left.
That's her first.
And she's earned herself a trip back to the free throw line, has had her struggles at the foul line, but has a chance to tie the game or take the lead for the Pioneers. Leah Johnson still on the bench for the Eagles, the starting center. And Kwamba does bury the free throw, ties us at 59. Pioneers trying to take advantage of all the minutes that Johnson is off the floor and go inside early and often. And Kwamba goes 2 for 2. 60-59 lead over the number 4 ranked CMU Eagles. Georgia Tech transfers Zatoria Cook running the point guard duties now with Kennedy fouled out. And Cook has it left wing. Siebold keeping her on that left side. Cook drives into the paint, missed the layup. Help defense came over. Gonzalez and Trelshawn Smith met her in the paint, forced the miss. Dribble handoff action with Trelshawn Smith. She takes a 3 from behind the screen and buries it. Trelshawn Smith pushes the Pioneer lead out to 4. She's now got 7. And Bakarova tries to answer. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Siebold comes down with a rebound and turns it over. Cook again jumping a passing lane. It's not going to be a turnover. Pioneers fortunate, going to keep possession. Zatoria Cook now with 6 steals, 15 points and 6 steals. Just an absolute menace defensively. Kwamba to the rim, again with the right hand, again no good. Last touch by the Pioneers, it's going to be CMU basketball. Aubrey Rogers sprints to the scorer's table to check back in. Will give Trelshawn Smith a blow. Cook running the show now for CMU, brings it across the timeline. Leah Johnson back into the ball game. Going to look to get it to her inside. She's posting on Kwamba. Just a 4-out, 1-in look with Johnson in the post. Still trying to get it to her. Now she's going to come set a ball screen for Massenat. She drives left. Massenat's layup up and good. Strong take on the left side. She's now got 18. Leading scorer for the Eagles. She averages 18. She's got it now. Isolated side pick and roll, and Gonzalez tried to refuse it and drive baseline and lost it out of bounds. Official's going to say last touch on Gonzalez. I can't believe that. It looked like it was deflected by a black jersey. Nonetheless, Eagles take over possession. Mustard fell off the hot dog. Pioneers just couldn't keep it. Turnover's been an issue here all game. Bakarova to the rim, had it stripped. Jordan Gonzalez came away with it. And Massenat just attacks the basketball and forces a jump ball. She heads up play by Liana Massenat. She saw that Gonzalez picked up her dribble and just went right after the ball with 2 hands. Forces the jump. Only positive thing I can gather there is now the Pioneers will have the favorable possession arrow down the stretch. Massenat, isolated drive, would have had herself a layup, but is, they're going to get an offensive foul. Massenat called for an offensive foul for extending that right arm while driving left. Her third personal, fourth team foul on the Eagles, so Pioneers will be in the bonus the rest of the way. No personal fouls on the Pioneers here in the fourth quarter. Siebold was trying to get it to Kwamba in the high post. Now they do. Kwamba goes to that left hand, kicks it out. French, three on the way from the corner, knocks it down. Allison French with her first field goal of the game. It comes at a big time. Pioneers lead by 5. Johnson in the post, guarded by Kwamba, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Vonda Kwamba tried to stay vertical there. Maybe just caved a little bit with the contact. Kwamba picks up her first personal in the fourth quarter on the Pioneers. That'll send freshman Mackenzie Manthe back into the ballgame. She'll have the unenviable task of guarding Leah Johnson. Trelshawn Smith back in as well. Give Jordan Gonzalez a blow. Her first free throw up and good. Leah Johnson, real comfortable at the charity stripe for a center position. That's so important. You can make your free throws. That way those bigs can stay on the floor at the end of games, and Johnson can certainly do that. Manthe handling top of the key, and she's going to have it nearly stripped away. Able to hang on for a jump ball. Pioneers did have the arrow. Three on the way, top of the key from Smith, off the mark, an offensive rebound and a putback by Siebold. Pushes the Pioneers lead back to 5. Eagles trying to answer in transition. Bakarova all the way to the rim, missed the layup in traffic, got her own rebound. Eagles reset. Cook all the way to the rack, right-handed. Layup too strong. CMU going to keep possession on the baseline as Allison French came away with the rebound, but foot on the inline. And Bakarova threw it off the back of Trelshawn Smith, stepped in and grabbed it, and was fouled. Risky play, but heads-up play by Bakarova. Realized the defender had her head turned and just threw it off of her back, came in and had a layup opportunity. Was fouled by Rachel Siebold and will go to the line for 2. Knocks down the first. Goes 1 for 2, but an offensive rebound by Massenat. Eagles still crashing the glass on every possession and come up with extra possession after extra possession. Here's another personal foul. This one's going to be on Manthe. Excuse me, they're going to get Allison French, and Sargent will check in for her. Siebold will take a quick rest. You got to imagine it will be a quick one, as she's got 22 points in the ballgame and has been the Pioneers' biggest offensive threat here in the second half especially. Block shot, and Trelshawn Smith comes down with the rebound. She's going to push the tempo. Takes it coast to coast, gets it to Rogers, and Manthe a 3 from the left wing off the back rim. Massenat comes down with the rebound. Takes it coast to coast, skip pass to Bakarova. Going to use the spread ball screen. Bakarova downhill, floater off the glass, got it to drop. So Bakarova now with 15, and CMU wants to talk things over. Coach Davis takes a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Jordan Gonzalez to inbound against the full court press from CMU. Trellshawn Smith will bring it across. Pioneers holding on to that 2-point lead. Things do not get any easier for the Pioneers as they face the number 4 ranked team in the country tonight, and on Saturday, the number 6 ranked team in the country comes into town. As Trellshawn Smith buries that pull-up jumper from the right elbow. Number 6 ranked Clark out of Dubuque, Iowa will be in the Cook Center on Saturday, both men's and women's teams, and Pioneers going to start off conference play with back-to-back top 10 teams in the country. After a road win at Peru State, I should say.
That's your third personal.
Sargent picks up her third, 4th team foul now on the Pioneers, so both teams now with 4 team fouls and will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 4:32 to go in the ballgame, 4-point lead for the Pioneers. Johnson takes the inbounds and goes right back to Bakarova, saved it from going out of bounds. Massenot guarded by Smith, top of the key. They enter the post to Johnson, and she goes right through the freshman for the easy layup. That is a strong take from a big center. The senior going right through the freshman that time. Leah Johnson stands 6'3", transfer from Rider University out of Ewing, New Jersey. A big presence inside. Sargent takes a 3 top of the key off the ball screen. No good. Johnson came down with the board, and Cook is off and running in transition, except whistled for the foul is Trellshawn Smith. You don't hate the idea to stop the fast break because CMU's so good in transition. However, with that being the 5th team foul of the quarter, it's going to send Zatoria Cook to the charity stripe. Cook knocks down the first. Ryan Robinson whooping away in the corner, doing his part to try to force a miss. Cook unfazed. Goes 2 for 2. Sargent gets it in and gets it right back from Rachel Siebold, relieving some ball pressure for the guards. Sargent to the rim, had it blocked by Bakarova out of bounds. Eagles will jump into a zone here on the baseline out of bounds. It looks like they are going to stay man-to-man. They got some defensive call from Coach Davis. I wonder if it's a trap. Eagles like to trap the ball screen or the first pass of a possession, so look for that as we come back from a 30-second timeout by Coach Lewis. Pioneers want to talk things over, draw something up. We got a tie ball game, 3:40 to go in the Cook Center, 70-70, MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Kwamba takes the inbounds pass all the way out to the top of the key. And she's posted on Johnson. Sets the high ball screen. Trellshawn Smith gets it inside to Kwamba. She's doubled and dribbled it off her foot. They're going to say it was off of Johnson's foot. So Pioneers keep possession, but just 5 on the shot clock. See what Coach Lewis has drawn up for the quick out of bounds. It's right back into Gonzalez, and Trellshawn Smith has to get one off at the end of the shot clock. She got it to go, but shot clock had expired. Basket will not count. And referees are going to stop action and review that. That ball was clearly off late. But we're gonna make it a referee show and go to the monitor and review it so we can make a call when we come back from this dead ball. It'll be CMU basketball. It will be a 70-70 score. There we go. Don't even have to take the dead ball timeout. Officials, sometimes they like to blow the whistle and hear themselves talk. Let's go to the monitor and review it. .322 in the ball game. We're all tied up. Gonzalez guarding Cook, top of the key, uses a screen from Leah Johnson. Johnson gets it right back inside, had her shot blocked. Another offensive rebound by the Eagles. And it's going to be CMU basketball out of bounds on the baseline. Errant pass on the out-of-bounds play. Siebold got a hand on it, and Trelshawn Smith came down with it. Thought about pushing the pace, instead going to slow things up, run a half-court set. Gets it to Kwamba. Kwamba lost it. Dribbling in traffic, and Massenat came away with it. Liana Massenat with 18 points in the ballgame, now making plays on the defensive end. Cook, baseline drive, cut off by Kwamba, good help side defense. Somehow got it to Leah Johnson. And she missed not once, not twice. A third time. But Siebold whistled for the foul on the rebound attempt, and Zatoria Cook going to go back to the free throw line. Cook connects on the first, gives the Eagles a 1-point lead. She's now got 18 to lead all CMU scorers. Make it 19 in a 2-point ball game. Smith handles the ball for the Pioneers, goes top of the key, Kwamba. Swings into the corner for Gonzalez. Smith into the paint, shot fake, got a defender off her feet, but still had it blocked by Bakarova. Late shot clock, 6 on the clock. Picked her dribble up. Siebold's gonna have to force one. It was blocked by a couple of Eagles. No call. Are they gonna give the Pioneers the basket there? The shot clock definitely expired. And are we going to review this too? Siebold went to the rim, had her shot blocked. I don't believe it ever touched the rim, so the shot clock should not have reset. It was an offensive rebound and a putback by the Pioneers, but well after the clock would have expired if there was no reset. But maybe it got a piece of the rim and I couldn't tell from up here. And it was a reset was warranted? I don't know, but they're going to give the Pioneers the offensive rebound and the putback, and we'll take it. We're tied at 72, and now we're going to go review it. And I think that's probably the right call to take a second look. So we'll give you the update when we get back from the timeout, as the officials are going to take a peek at that. Thanks for being with us on MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. All right, so after the break, they're going to take those 2 points off the board for the Pioneers. And amazingly, what I could see from upstairs 90 feet away in real time, it took 15 minutes for 3 referees and a replay monitor to figure out, is it was a shot clock violation and the basket should not count. So correctly, it is 72-70, CMU lead, under 2 minutes to go in the ballgame. Dribble handoff action top of the key for Liana Massenat. Now they get it back to Cook. She uses a high ball screen from Johnson. Pioneers huge defensive possession here in the waning moments of the fourth quarter. Leah Johnson in the paint, up and good over the top of Kwamba. Eagles changing defenses a bit. They drop out of that press. Dribble handoff for Trelshawn Smith. Smith looking for, I think that was supposed to be a post-entry pass. It ended up hitting the rim, and Eagles come away with it. Crucial possession offensively there. Gone by the wayside, and Eagles are going to run some clock now. 1 minute to go in the ball game. 4-point lead. Massenat, skip pass. Bakarova's three on the left side, no good, and an offensive rebound. That is brutal. Now just a 24-second difference between shot and game clock. Pioneers will play it out. They might have to think about fouling. In a 2-possession game. Late shot clock now, 5. Massenat takes a step back, 3-ball, missed it. Trelshawn Smith comes down with the rebound. Pioneers got to go. Shot clock is off the rest of the way. Siebold skips it to Gonzalez. Now Kwamba inside. Ariel Sargent, she's going to be fouled, and that's best case scenario. Have the opportunity to score 2 points with the clock off. Set up a press and figure out who you want to foul. 5th personal foul on Johnson. That's good news. Leah Johnson heads out of the game, and she's an excellent free throw shooter. Robin Beck will check in for her. 74-70 ball game. Sargent a chance to make it a 1-possession game. And does. Hits the first. We got a 3-point game. Sargent 2 for 2. Aubrey Rogers checks into the ball game. There's 6 Pioneers on the floor. Now Sargent's going to head off. And Coach Davis going to talk things over. It'll be a full timeout. Number 4, CMU 74. Your Pioneers 72. We'll be back in 1 minute. MNUsports.com. CMU will inbound in the front court. Love that rule about the women's game. They can't advance the ball in the final 2 minutes on a timeout. I wish we would adopt that in the men's game. They do not. Siebold wisely commits the quick foul and will send Liana Massenat to the line. Trelshawn Smith checks back in for Madison Haney. Massenat knocks down the first one. She's got 19 points in the ball game. Confident stroke at the free throw line. And she goes 2 for 2, pushes that back to a 4-point game. And Coach Lewis going to take a timeout, talk things over, set something up, surely a quick hitter. And there is enough time that don't have to have a 3. You can get a quick 2 and then go for a steal and a foul with 18 seconds. That's all kinds of time. But at some point, you've got to start going +1. Where if the Eagles go 2 for 2 at the line, you're going to have a 3. If they go 1 for 2, you can go ahead and take a quick 2. So we'll see what Coach Lewis opts for. Full timeout. It'll be Pioneer basketball. 18 seconds to go in the ball game. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Pioneers inbound on the sideline. Trelshawn Smith surveys, finally gets it to Sargent. Gets it right back on a dribble handoff. Smith to the rim. Layup, got it. 2-point game, 12.7 to go, and they have to foul Massenat once again. And Liana Massenat going to go back to the free throw line. She's got 20 points in the game and has knocked down free throw after free throw here in the second half.
That's her third. And Massenat at the line, shooting 2.
Massenat again calmly walks to the line and buries a free throw. 1 possession game for the time being. She can push it back to 4. She does. Liana Massenat now with 22 points, leads all scorers. It's a 4-point game, and Pioneers going to call timeout to advance the ball once again, and we'll do it all over again. Full timeout. Thanks for being with us. 1-minute break, MNUsports.com. Trelshawn Smith to inbound on the sideline once more. Pioneers trail by 4. Smith gets it up top to Siebold. Siebold turns the corner, had Gonzalez in the corner. Now Jordan to the rim. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound by the Eagles, and Sargent going to go ahead and take a personal foul, but after the miss by Gonzalez, chances were slim and none, and Slim just left the building. Massenat going to head to the line once again. 2-possession ball game, just 2 seconds to go. And Pioneers can be thrilled with the effort that they put forth tonight, but are going to come up just short against the number 4 ranked in the country, 6-0 Central Methodist University Eagles. Massenat 1 for 2. She'll end the game with 23, and that's going to be your final score. CMU Eagles 79, Pioneers 74. Heck of an effort from the Lady Pioneers, but come up just short against a top 5 team in the country, and they'll get a chance to do it again on Saturday as Clark comes to town. Thanks for being with us. Tune in about 20 minutes for the men's game on a new YouTube channel as they take on CMU. Good night, everybody.